Scientific notation, comparing and ordering. This is a digital lesson. This follows the introduction to scientific notation when students know what it looks like. Now they have to determine which is greater. So they're given two numbers and they have to just determine which is greater. So it starts with explaining what scientific notation is and why we use it. And then if we have two numbers written in scientific notation, we want to look at the exponent, and that will determine which one is greater. So then they're given an example of why we look at the exponent. So we have two numbers here, and if we change them to standard form, you can see that the number with an exponent of 6 is going to be much greater than a number with an exponent of 2. Now, what to do when the exponent is negative? You're still looking for the greater exponent. The students have to remember that -3 is greater than -5. Starting on slide 6, students have to type in the answer. So they're going to look at two numbers written in scientific notation, determine which one is greater. And there's a little bit of an instruction here how to add an exponent in Google Slides. So that's good for the students to know how to do that. Same thing on the next slide. And then they're shown what to do. If the exponents are the same, then we want to look at what we call the mantissa, and which one is larger. Now they're going to be moving these circles into place, less than or greater than. So to move them, all they need to do is click on the edge, click and hold, and then they can move them into place. So determining which one is greater. Gives them a little bit of practice then with the greater than, less than sign if they've forgotten which is which. And then if they have terms that are not in correct scientific notation, they have to change them to scientific notation first before they can compare them. And they're shown how to do that. So in order to change this number to a decimal with only one number to the left of the decimal point, here they have to divide by 10. So if they divide this term by 10, then they have to multiply the other term by 10 to keep it in equivalent value. And then here they're going to multiply by 10 here, so that means they're going to have to divide by 10 for the other term. And then what happens if the exponent is negative? So here they have to divide by 10. If they multiply by 10, then this changes the exponent from -7 to -6. So it's going to be 1 greater. On slide 14, again, students are going to be typing. They want to change each of these terms to the correct scientific notation. Then they're going to order these three numbers in order from least to greatest. On the next slide, from greatest to least. And then they have a challenge problem at the end. They're going to change this number to scientific notation, and it has a negative exponent. So just a challenge to the students to see if they can do that. So this is a digital lesson, comparing and ordering numbers in scientific notation.